Hi everyone. I'm going to do a couple of problems on how we add and subtract rational expressions with factored denominators. So one question they can ask us is find the least common multiple of these two polynomials. Least common multiple is basically the LCD, all right, but it's not in the denominator. So that's why we call it the least common multiple. You throw this into the denominators, then now it's called the least common denominator. All right, so least common multiple means what are the least number of multiples that you have to have uh, between these two, okay, in order for them to share the same multiples, whether it's monomial or binomial. All right, so let's do it. So for the 3z cubed minus 6z squared minus 9z. Okay, and let's do this first one. Okay, we're going to have, okay, always look for, again, the GCF, right? Always look for the GCF first. So the GCF here looks like it's going to be 3z, correct? And that's going to leave us with z squared minus 2z, and then minus 3. And we know that this can factor into z minus 3 and z plus 1. Okay, so here are our factors for the first polynomial. Now let's get the other one. The other one is 7z to the fourth plus 21z cubed plus 14z squared. All right. Again, GCF, well, it looks like it's going to be a 7. And always pick the variable, if it's all the same variables, always pick the one with the lowest exponent, because they all contain that, right? So this is going to be z squared plus 3z plus 2, which can be further factored again into z plus 2 and z plus 1, just like that. Okay? Now we can see here that our LCM is going to contain a 3z and a 7z squared. We can combine those. Okay, so 3z times 7z squared is just, and let me use blue. You know what, let me use this. Okay, so 3z times 7z squared is 21z cubed, correct? And that takes care of these two guys. And then it's going to have a z minus 3. Takes care of that. It's going to have a z plus 1, which is going to take care of these two. Z plus 1, because they are in both polynomials, right? Again, just write it once, unless they are, for instance, they appear more than once in both, all right? And then finally, the z plus 2. Okay, so let's take a look. 21z cubed times z minus 3 times z plus 1 times z. Okay, hold on. So before we continue, okay, you see this z appeared once here and this z appeared twice here. So again, you're not going to multiply these two. You're just going to, sorry about that. Okay, you're only going to write this twice. Okay. Yes. Okay, because if you write it once here, okay, you need to have 2 to cover this z squared. So we're going to change this to, we're going to change that to a square. And let's put the z plus 2 here in the back. If we check it, that is correct. Okay, there is definitely a delay, right? So again, we have a z here, and we have a z squared here. In the LCM, if we only put z, then we're not accounting for that other z here. This z is multiplied by itself. So we have to account for both z's here, and that's why we put a z squared. Okay? And that's going to cover the single z in here. This z squared is definitely going to cover the single z here, and the double z here. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. This is an addition, so let's work on it. We have, okay, our LCM is definitely going to have, let's see, 3m plus 8, the 4m minus 7, and the 4m minus 1. All right, which means that we're missing the 4m minus 1 here. And we're missing the, back here, just gonna like that. We're missing the 3m plus 8. So the 3m plus 8. Let me erase this. 3m plus 8 with the 3m plus 8. Okay. And now let's do our distributive property here. So I'm going to have 2m to the 4th times 4m is 8m. 8m to the 5th minus 2m to the 4th times 1 is 2m to the 4th. And then we have a plus, this is an addition, plus, and then 4m times 3m is 12m squared. And then 4m times 8 is 32m. All right, keep the denominator answer in its factor form. It is. I don't think we need to do anything up here, right? Yeah, definitely just leave it the way it is. And let's check. A lot of typing, right? So 8m to the 5th minus 2m to the 4th plus 12m squared plus 32m all over 3m plus 8 times 4m minus 7 times 4m minus 1. And that is correct. Whew. All right, guys.